This is Editors Forum. Let's take a moment now and get to feel the pulse of some Nigerians as regards the issue of fuel. We will come back and you will meet with my guests. Stay with us.
It's very annoying, really, because I've been on queue for over an hour now just to get fuel so that I'll get to my place of work. And for you to, it's not every filling station that you can even get the fuel, and the price is going up every day. We don't know how in the next 1 week or the next 2 weeks we'll buy fuel in Lagos. Yeah.
Well, it's so shocking that in a nation where poverty is so rife, people are even struggling to feed. We are hearing that the average Nigerian lives less than $1 per day, and then we are hearing of increment of fuel. I don't think it's coming at the right time at all.
Yeah, it's it's a spontaneous thing. No, it's unexpected. Nobody can predict whether there can be fuel scarcity in the next few seconds or minutes. So I think that's Nigeria for you, and that's what happens a lot. So we don't have any choice.
Well, it's crazy. We failed to do what we would have done a long time ago by making sure that our refineries work. And it's bound to, when government have hands-off subsidy, fuel prices are bound to increase depending on what the Naira is doing against the dollar, since we're still import driven. So that's just the problem. If we can refine our product locally, I think we won't have problem with this price hike or something.
You're welcome back. You're watching the Editors Forum. Joining me at the table to shed light on some of these issues is the principal editor, News Now. He's also a media consultant, Victor Oriola. Thank you so much for coming on the program this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, we also have the political editor, Nigerian Express newspaper, Ayodele Olalere. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Gentlemen of the press, let's get talking, because I do not understand the controversy surrounding this issue of fuel. We understand that the Petroleum Products Pricing Regulatory Agency on Friday said media reports about the increase in the pump price of premium motor spirit were misleading. So the blame is now on the media. Let me begin with you, Victor. How are you responding to this story?
I don't think it is. I think it's that blame on the media is misplaced, because immediately after the report was out, the message was shut down on their site. So if they are not to blame, why did they remove the? In fact, the minister of state was on the air yesterday apologizing that it was a mistake, that once in a while you have something like that, when the reporter put it to him that the lack of coordination among all those, the various organs of the petroleum sector. So, and they said that all the marketers must revert immediately. That those who fail to revert will be sanctioned. That's what they said last night. They apologize, not putting the blame on the media. I think this should be squarely on the PPR to put it there, because let's look at it. If we are going to the regulation, food deregulation regime, let's have it instead of all this back and forth. Because initially, when they said we are going for food deregulation, if you are going for food deregulation, you need not to have a PPRA anymore. That's it. The market forces will determine the price. So why are we still all this back and forth and all this? And our inability to refine, to at least to make our refineries work. That's why we are where we are today. I think about 3 years ago, there was this much talk about modular refineries. Just last week now, I heard that the VP is starting 3 years. Yes.
All right, Ayodele, what are your initial thoughts about this controversy surrounding the increase in prices of fuel?
I think it's sad, disheartening that we are at this stage of our economy. This is a country that is just coming out of the COVID-19 lockdown. Businesses are yet to pick up. And people are here to get back to their normal ways. And the issue of increment in pump price now coming up, it's sad. I think what happened was the PPR only used that to test the ground. They wanted to feel the people's reaction. And so when they noticed that, no, this wouldn't go well, then they quickly put it down. We shouldn't be talking about that at this point in time when things are not going on well. If you listen to what people are saying, it is uncalled for. You know, the refineries are not working. We should be thinking of how to make our refineries work. And as Victor said, the modular refinery, what's happening? It's about 3 years now. The Vice President said they are going to put that in place, but nothing's working. The economy is not working. People are suffering. The cost of living is very high, and we are talking of pump price increments. It shouldn't be happening at this point in time.
I'm just a bit concerned about the fact that the blame game has now been placed on the tables of journalists, you and I. I mean, we have the PPRA says we should be held responsible for this report. Isn't it time for maybe the NUJ to put out a press statement out there responding to this, you think?
Definitely, yeah. They need to defend this. That's it, because it's very important. It's very, very important. Just like even yesterday, the NSA granted an interview to BBC After Service, claiming that the money meant for arms and armament were misappropriated, only for him to carry a retraction later. That no money was missing. So if you look at it now, thank God he granted an interview to BBC After Service, and the message is clear there, unambiguous. What he said there clearly, that neither the money nor the ammunition. Yeah. Now, only for him late in the night to issue a statement on sign, no signed statement that it was put out of context. I think the NGO should come out stoutly to defend this, because we should stop being used as the fall guy when some people when they, at least those who are supposed, they ought to be circumspect, because when you occupy a position, before you push out a statement, you must understand the import of what you are feeding the public with, and you must be able to at least stand to it if there's any boomerang, instead of pushing the blame to the
all right. Now, either ways, I mean, even if we are not buying fuel anymore at 212 naira points, whatever, I mean, why should we be buying fuel per liter over 100 naira in this country?
It's all boils down to the fact that the refineries are not working. You know, if you go to the Niger Delta, there are lots of these modular refineries. Years back, even in Togo used to have something like that. There's a refinery that could probably produce few liters, refined few liters of fuel. This is what Nigeria should have done, should be doing over the years. And if we have done that, by this time, fuel prices should be lesser than 100 naira. But billions of naira have been spent on repairing the refineries, are not working, and the government is even now thinking of refined products, fuel at a nearby country, Niger, the 20,000 liters. So Nigeria is an oil producing country, one of the top 10, yes. So we should not be buying fuel above 100 naira. If you can have these modular refineries in every part of the state, in other states having it, then this should be going on well, not at this stage.
Okay, because we do have some of these refineries, as you've rightly mentioned, in the Niger Delta region, and the federal government keeps describing them as illegal refineries. We keep seeing security agencies, running into some of them and wasting the refined products, arresting people and all of that. What should the government really do about these, in quote, illegal refineries? Instead of just shutting them down, instead of just shutting them down and disposing the products and all of that, can the government do better than that?
Definitely. When the VP visited the place 3 years ago, he actually said that they are going to encourage those boys there, because if you look at what they are doing there now, if you encourage them, they will pay tax or levy to the state. You make more money, and we are quick to rush to China to get funds to borrow money. We are not looking at how China developed. They look inward. If these boys are doing all these modular refineries, why are we not? Why don't we encourage them? Why don't you do more research more to at least to make it better instead of all this thing? And if they are doing it, they are making money. Then instead of them making money and pursuing them, why don't you put it in a way that will benefit the country? I think it's better. When the vice president visited the place 3 years down ago and made that promise that they would encourage those boys and all those things, that is the way to go, then we all thought that, look, maybe help is on the way finally. But unfortunately, 3 years down the line, we are. I think the commission won maybe about 2 months down ago, 5,000 modular. So if we have been, imagine if we have taken that route in the last 3 years, by now all this issue of this price having a 212 naira and all those things wouldn't have arisen. We'll have at least been able to have enough for the people.
Correct. We understand that Ambrose Igboke joins us live now from Enugu. Ambrose, a public affairs analyst as well as a media consultant. Ambrose Igboke, good to see you again. Just before we talk about the minimum wage, what are your thoughts about the controversy surrounding the price of fuel in Nigeria? And can you confirm for us, if you may, if you've been able to get fuel in the past 1 or 2 days now, and how much you got yours?
I've been able to get fuel. There was a lot of panic buying yesterday towards the evening time when the rumors came out. But I bought at 175 yesterday evening. It didn't increase, but there was a lot of long queues. And by this morning, the queues have disappeared because of the announcement from the Minister for State for Petroleum. And that has calmed things down. So it's still, we are buying in Enugu for 175 naira per liter. I bought this morning too.
More question on that. The PPRA has actually blamed the media, describing the media as engaging in misleading reports. Should we be held responsible for this blame game, you think?
Well, I think what the media did was mere permutations. It has been said that there was no more subsidy and that the prices of oil in fuel in Nigeria is determined by the market forces, international upward movement or downward movement on prices. So I think what the media, a section of the media just did was to hear that the international market price for oil has increased. Therefore, in permutation, doing some permutation, they believe that it will increase. And the media is not to blame also, because the source, there's a source. You know, in media, there's what you call attribution of sources, where you get your information from. It is like that the PPRA website carried it, that the price has increased, which was later deleted in the website. So the media had a source, had a government source that it quoted. So the media cannot be said to be responsible for such rumors, because it was in the website of the PPRA.